Hi there, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add a texture, a color texture, and also a bump map. What you see here is what I've done in the past few minutes. And this one here, this tutorial, it's how I think it should be done. I don't know if this is how it's actually done, but this is what I found out. There's actually very few tutorials that show you how to add a bump map in 2.6 for whatever reason, I don't know. Okay, so in this example here, we have our cube, and what I did was I used a UV mapping. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to create the texture after you get the UV layout, and then I'm going to show you how to add the bump map. And a very important thing, the bump map, as I discovered later, specularity has a lot to do with it. So if you actually turn off specularity, because it's using the light to, get the the bumps and the shadows, it doesn't turn out well. So for example, if I took out the light here where the 5 is, it actually will show up flat. So it's very important that you have the proper lighting, and hopefully as I'm doing this tutorial you'll see that'll become more apparent. So the first thing is I'm going to create a new file. Just use their default, and I'm going to turn on screencast keys so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to save this file, and we'll call it box with bump 2, box with bump 2. Save file, so that's good. So the first thing is we want to uh, add the texture to this. I think that's the easiest part, and we're going to add a texture using a UV. So instead of just blindly taking a texture and wrapping it on, we're going to actually UV it so we can have better control. And before I do that, I'm going to set the environment here so it's a nicer render. I'm going to press F12, and that's what it looks like right now. Here I'm going to put an environmental lighting and press Control left mouse, and I'm going to 0.5, press enter, and then I'm going to F12 it again to render, and it looks a little nicer. Okay, let's save that. So we go here to the screen layout and go to UV editing. Make sure you select the box and tab, and then press U and select Smart UV Project and say OK. So now this are corresponding areas to this box. So select all. So now what I'm going to do is create a new image. I will call this a UV box with bump 3 because I had done some before, where it's going to be 1024 by 1024. Say OK. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to save image as. Go back here, and again, as I'm working with this, I'm just discovering how it works, but this is how I do it right now. So UV box with layout, PNG. So now if I go to the fireworks and I open this up, now we're going to go up here. That's when we saved it right here. Okay. It's pretty blank, isn't it? So I don't know what it means, but I know I have to save it at this point. So I just go back here. What I actually do is I actually do this. Export UV layout. I'm sure there's far more intelligent people out there that know how to do this, but this is how I do it. So this will actually give me the lines. And I'm going to open up this file. Remember, we saved this layout 1, so open, and there's our layout right there. So these parts correspond to the box. So what I'm going to do now, earlier, I created the artwork, and here's here it is. I just put numbers so you can actually see it, and I use Roy G. Biv, for the rainbow, so you can also see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this out as this UBVox3, and we'll call it the color. We'll call it actually texture, and I'm going to save it as a PNG file for now, but do another save as a flattened PNG, FLT. Okay, like so. So now if I go back over here to Blender and I say open image, and it's a flat one, FLT one, we'll see the size difference as well. Open, and if I go here to edit mode, go to texture paint, we now can see our box and how it actually maps on. Okay, so that's pretty sweet. So we have our texture.